Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to all participants joining our PDT session today. Today we are going to have around 1 hour session with about 30 minutes sharing and the rest with Q&A. First of all, on behalf of our side, we will really apologize as our speaker, Ms. Siti Atina Muhammad, can't be here. But to no worries, we're going to have Mr. Nezriq Eddy. He's the Strategic Partnership Lead in CADS Center of Applied Data Science. Before we proceed, I would like to brief a little bit about our speaker. Mr. Nezriq is an expert in strategic partnerships, business development, marketing and commercial and HR operations with over than 15 years experience in various industries in education, GLC and CSR, corporate HR operations and IT, in strategic partnership. He's educated from University of Wales in Business Information Technology, and in the same university he got his MBA degree. Before we start, I would like to give a reminder to everyone to kindly mute yourself as to reduce noise and other interruptions. We're going to have Q&A session towards the end of our sharing. Please be ready with your questions and or drop easily in the chat box. With that, we shall begin our talk today. Mr. Nezriq, you may start your sharing.
Thank you, Puan Moderator, for the welcoming remarks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Ramadan. And a very good morning to everyone joining me in this webinar today. So happy to see so many minds, TSS, TCS, gathering here today. The most I've had actually, 100 plus participants today, I believe. Okay, before we proceed, I would like to thank Dr. Hidayah and her team from MyRef for making today's event a reality. And the process of making it so smoothly. I would like to also thank MBOT through MyRef for giving us this platform where we can gather and share knowledge that could benefit of all of us, inshallah, today. As you might not know, the intended speaker for today was supposed to be my very good colleague, Atina Yusof. However, she had to miss this one due to a medical emergency. However, special thanks to her hard work and dedication to prepare this deck today for all of us. Thank you so much, Atina. And with that, let's begin today's webinar. Okay, I am here today to share with all of you about value escalator as data professional. Okay, I believe the session will take about 30 minutes of your time today. Then we proceed to the discussion session. Okay, technical aspects aside, who can tell me? Okay, let's do some interaction here. Who can tell me what do you think of when you hear the word value escalator? Okay, no right or wrong answer. We just would like to know your perspective. You may provide your feedback in the chat box. Okay, let's give some time for us to interact with each other. Okay, you can give me your feedback in the text box. What is value escalator when you hear the words value escalator? Technical side. We are not looking at technical part. Anybody? Okay, so apa? We don't. No one have any feedback. Okay, never mind. It's okay. All right. So basically, value escalator is about enhancing a value to something. Okay. Example: how do you enhance value in a property? How do you enhance value in the property? Okay. You want to sell the house that you built. How do you increase its value from 300,000 to 500,000? Okay. You do some renovation on it. You put aircon. You put a nice grill. Okay. You maybe you fully furnish the house, so you escalates its value. How do you enhance value in a car? So when you want to sell a car, okay, you do some upgrade on it. You refurbish your car, so that you can sell at a higher value than the market value. But how do you enhance value in people? So we know that we enhance value in people in ourselves. If we say value as in to command better salary is to get a degree, locally or internationally, or you get certification, okay, so that you are more, you create more value, enhance your value in the job market. Okay, all right. So okay, we'll revisit this in the discussion if you already have, and you can check in the text box anytime what do you think about value escalator. But today we are looking at value escalator as data professional. But before we proceed on that, okay, now let's understand more about data. Okay, let's look back at last 134 years of data storage. As you can see from the picture here, as computers got more advanced, data storage needs have increased, thus creating a continuous demand for increased storage capacities. Data storage devices have evolved from being large trunks with a minimal capacity and holding a few kilobytes of data to microchips able to hold several terabytes of data. And as you can see from the picture here, from the last segment of this, we can see even now data can be stored and accessed through cloud. Okay, so the question here is, how long does it take for this to evolve from this kilobyte to evolve to terabyte, from physical evolve to cloud? Okay, so as far as I remember, okay, from kilobyte to move into MB, it takes years, it takes 20, 30 years. But from CD-ROM, from pen drive to move to cloud, maybe perhaps the last 10 years, 5 years. So how fast evolution of data storage has become. Okay, right. What then in this, from what we've seen here, what does it take for us to keep up with this evolution? Okay, let's ponder this, right? Okay, so before we proceed further, just some minor briefing for today's webinar. So we're going to cover some intro on the future of work and evolution of skills in the job market. Then we move into big data analytics in today's job and the role of data analytics in IR 4.0. We also talk about develop data science skill set, the data science skill set and method to acquire the skill, building a career in data science, the different type of data science job and find the right fit. And finally, we'll go into understanding industry demand and win the job, how you boost your employability. Okay, right. So, of course, some background on what CAD is, the Center of Applied Data Science. Okay, all right. So, what do we do? Okay, CADS, we have experience in supporting the development of Malaysia's digital economy. Okay, we are very committed to ensure the digital leap is taking place among organizations in Malaysia and ASEAN. Okay, so our aim, okay, we have three main aims here: individual organization awareness, individual organization adoption, scaling up, reskilling, upskilling, training, adoption, national buy-in, and also most importantly, ecosystem sustenance and expansion, building a sustainable data professional ecosystem and expanding CADS regionally. So let's talk about this a little bit on the third aim here. Okay, to touch more on this, our platform CADS AI, which I will explain further in different in further slides later, was created because of this main aim, this third aim. Okay, this platform provides an ecosystem of skill learning through our learning programs, talents to find jobs, talents discovery for companies to find jobs, uh, uh, education and government agencies to become enablers, providing grants, funding, support to build data talent community, all through one platform. Okay, so just would like to touch a bit on our platform, CADS AI. Okay, so a little bit of history about CADS. So in 2014, we were established and founded. We aim to be the voice of data science and analytics. Okay, it was a struggle in 2014 because not many organizations are keen on doing this. Okay, so we didn't get a lot of traction during 2014, but then we start establishing strategic partnership with leading education institution, mainly Harvard Business School. So when Harvard Business School come in, then we enhance, we escalate our value to the market. Okay, by 2016, Data Star Graduate Program was launched in partnership with MDEC. I'm sure all of us know MDEC, who MDEC is. And by 2017, we are accredited by professional learning bodies, MBOD, Informs, and NCB. And we have worked and advised more than 100 medium to large organizations across all industries. Okay, so by 2020 to 2022 so far, the strategic partnerships have we partner with foundations and human capital agencies to improve talents employability. So we have partnership with Penjana, Protege, Sirim, MTDC, Pekeso, and we are building more partnership. For example, now we have partnered with Petronas Digital and also with foundation like Yayasan Sabah, where we are going across the sea to Yayasan Sabah and enterprises in Sarawak. Okay, so we also plan to expand to more markets, especially in the region ASEAN. We have already starting to put our presence in Indonesia, in Philippines, and also in Thailand and Singapore. Okay, so the end goal would be transformation towards becoming a HR technology company. Okay, hence, like I mentioned just now, the CADS AI platform. So everyone okay so far? Can I see some reactions? You know, at least a thumbs up, so that we know that I'm interacting, not presenting alone. All right, thank you so much.
Good,
Okay,
good. We are following you, sir.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Santini. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, I think I have some raised hands here. Is that just saying yes, or is it a question? Anyway, so I just assume that's just raising hands. Okay. So going through the next one, I'm sure most of you are aware of Malaysia's My Digital Blueprint. Okay. So what is the My Digital Blueprint? Is Malaysia is aiming for 30,000 data professionals by 2025. So we CADS are very committed in ensuring that this happens. Okay. So just a minor briefing on the objective of the blueprint. Number one, digital users encourage industry players to become creators, adopters of innovation business model. Objective two, okay, who's going to use all this? Who's going to curate all this digital app, digital system? Talent. So harness human capital that can thrive in digital economy. So we have to have the talent. That would be the second objective. And the third objective, similar to what we mentioned just now in our third main focus, which is building ecosystem, digital ecosystem, nurture and integrated ecosystem that allows society to adopt digital economy. So the roadmap and engine for change, according to the blueprint, they have 6 key trusts: drive digital transformation, especially in public sector; boost economic competitiveness; build and enabling digital infrastructure; build agile and competent digital talents; create an inclusive society; and build trusted, secure, and ethical digital environment. So we know the digital need a lot of issues, a lot of security issues. So that has to be enhanced consistently. So the My Digital Roadmap started in 2021, but CADS, we have started our efforts since 2014. So back to the My Digital Roadmap, accelerate adoption towards strengthening the digital foundation. By 2023-25, drive digital transformation, and 26 and to 2030 become a regional market producer for digital products and solutions. So what it means to organization, what it means, addressing pain points and starting transformation into digital, into data-driven companies. Okay, right. So let's stop for a while there. So just want to interact with my audience today. Alhamdulillah. So what is the earliest iteration of everyday digital tech that you can recall? What 10 years, 15 years ago? What was the first digital tech yang kita guna every day that you can remember? If you can share in the text box, let's see if you can remember. So in my case, the first thing I always remember is actually online banking. Online banking is the first every day. We are not talking about NESA. We have one from Sujan, SMS. Yes. Like online banking, macam CMB Clicks. Oh my God. When CMB Clicks was introduced, it was so very convenient to me because I don't have to really go to the bank anymore. So that is one of the most the earliest and one of the most useful digital tech of everyday users that I experienced. Then booking.com, hotel booking, flight booking, semua tu, that was very convenient when it was introduced. ICQ, email, Muhammad Azri, thank you so much for the response. Apa lagi? What else? MIRC, oh my God, this is my age, I think. MIRC, so long. Thank you so much, Elon Wong. Job Street, okay, TS Nur Hafiz. Job Street, Job Street, Monster, kan? Okay, thank you so much for your feedback. Okay, but now what we are talking about every day, I'm not talking about the large tech apa, I'm talking about everyday digital tech. Now nak masuk kedai pun, what must we have? My Sejahtera on your phone. Everyday thing. Apa lagi? E-wallet. E-wallet. Lifesaver. E-wallet technology. Okay. I pernah go to one shop. I forgot my wallet. Thank God I have my phone so I can make purchase. Thank goodness. E-wallet is very, very useful. We have cloud tech. We have apps like Grab, very proud of Grab, local brand, take over Uber, halau Uber from the country. Okay, and then we have TikTok, it's an everyday trend, Shopee, Shopee, cryptocurrency, blockchain, all all this in the span of what, 10 years, the evolution, 5 years. How speedy this thing? How do we need to fill in the attender? Okay, my colleague Suyan will reply to Lau Chi Kian. Okay, all right. So move on. To look further into the future of jobs in the 21st century, okay, I don't want to talk so much about this. Okay, I would like to share a short video on this. Okay, so that people can understand easily. All right, here we go. Okay, let's touch base to my audience once again. Okay, what jobs? Okay, you can answer in the chat box. What jobs are now, in your opinion, or what you know, is now obsolete or irrelevant in the market now? What jobs? Yeah, I know one day bank teller will be obsolete one day. I'm not. I think there are still bank tellers in banks. What else? Yeah, obsolete. Maybe taxi drivers. Yeah, commercial taxi drivers. Someone saying something? Yeah, taxi driver, betul. Biding Muhammad Nur Hafiz, thank you so much. Taxi driver, what else? Janitor, cleaner, one day maybe cashier, correct, Zul Husni. So Ian, janitor, cleaner, yes. Cashier again.
Tall girl.
Pool girl, pool girl, pool
Tall.
girl.
Tall. Tall. Toll. Tall girl.
Tall girl, correct. TS Devi, thank you so much. Betul. Waiters, oh waiter, oh okay. Yalah, after this semua online ordering, yeah. Newspaper reporter, Hide, thank you so much. Toll gate girl, betul, same as TS just now. Accountant, a bit controversial here. Then Richard Yong, thank you so much for your feedback. Also, okay, I see a lot of interaction here. Very good. Okay, copywriter, thank you, Soyan. Very active today, Soyan. Thank you so much. Physical supermarket, yes, physical supermarket might be obsolete in the future. So that's why I've seen one video before, ada orang buat like brainstorming session. They have 20 million, 200 million to invest, and somebody say, let's build another supermarket. So dia punya one of the people in the meeting macam, why would we build more supermarkets? You know, brick and mortar is gonna die soon. Someday, fast food court, Muhammad Hidi again. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's one. Okay, the next one. What jobs that you know are now sought after in the market nowadays, or even that I challenge you that will be created more in the future? Okay, who can answer? Who can share this knowledge with us? Yang
ICT.
ICT, TSDB, of course, ICT will not die and will only expand further. Correct. Anyone else? Apa dia? Data actuaries, yes. Muhammad Hidin, very good. Data actuaries, yes. Apa lagi? Cyber security, Mat Zarif, yes, correct. Cyber security, I think they experience about 20% growth in the job market in 2020. Cyber security, crazy. Memang, especially Malaysia. I had a meeting with MDEC recently. Yes, that is really sought after nowadays. Smart services, Irna binti Ibrahim, thank you. Industrial engineers, content creator, yes. See a lot.
ICT healthy.
ICT what? TS Dewi?
ICT healthy.
ICT healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now got a new new courses for the ICT healthy. Quite surprised.
What what does ICT healthy do? If you can share with us.
I believe a lot of something like my niece. She actually in the DNA ICT. Now they make a research all using the ICT for DNA.
Okay, good.
Is it something a new courses?
Yeah, it will only grow, right? In the
Yeah,
current job
yeah, yeah,
market.
yeah. Soon.
Betul. Thank you so much, TS Devi. Jadi, yes, data scientists. Yeah, the whole point of today's webinar, data scientists, data engineers, data analysts, semua ni. Okay, thank you so much. I love this interaction. Very good. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so just to confirm this. Okay, so these are the feature of jobs and in demand skill right now. This is not something that I came up with. Is from the Malaysia Profile World Economic Forum Future of Jobs 2020. Okay, you can actually Google this and find this analysis on the in-demand skill and future of jobs. As you can see here, the emerging jobs. Okay, data analyst and scientist. They got it right there. Big data specialist, cyber security. Okay, can you say something about the threat of cybercrime, which is virtually fearing one in this concern data harbors and application? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, that is a very good question for Laksamana Kurapa. Okay, I will revisit this later. Okay, during Q&A. Let's start this. I will start this. Okay. So renewable energy engineers. Thank you, Laksamanan. Okay. Redundant jobs. Okay, redundant jobs. Some people macam, oh, redundant jobs, I jadi human resource and now consider redundant. Okay, redundant meaning it's not obsolete. That's the big difference here. Obsolete and redundant. Obsolete tu maksudnya tak boleh pakai dah, tak ada orang nak dah. Okay, redundant means like especially due to the COVID end. So we have more supplies than demand. Okay, before this human resource specialist kita nak 10,000, kita ada oversupply of demand of talents. But now we need less, so it becomes redundant. So that's why the redundant will be redundant already. But what are the emerging skills? Okay, so emerging skill, creativity initiative, emotional intelligence, critical thinking analysis, more to service orientation, all that. Okay, so due to this, many industries do upskilling. 50% of industry doing upskilling. Upskilling apa benda tu? Upskilling bukannya tak semestinya, oh send your employee go back to degree, masuk balik universiti, belajar lagi another degree in data science ke apa. No. Acquiring the emerging skills. Okay, that's why we have a lot of upskilling punya effort from universities, from companies, you know, and then we also help out CADS. We are one of the curators for that as well. Hiring, 16% increase in hiring. Hiring data professionals, data orang-orang yang ada these skills, tak semestinya ada degree in data ke apa, but that have these skills with them. So 16% are hiring. But for every positive, ada negative. So about 30% displacement happened, at least in 2020. And we know for a fact that the last 2 years pun, that there were increase of displacement due to redundant skills, okay, atau redundant jobs. Okay, unfortunately. And so you can imagine if 30% equals to 1% equals to 100,000. So 30% dah berapa? Okay. All right. What we don't see here, so I'm just going to share a bit. Okay. All right. Automation will disrupt about 85 million jobs globally by 2025. Tak jauh tau. Another 3 years in medium and large businesses across 15 industries and 26 economies. More than 80% of business executives are accelerating plans to digitize work processes and deploy new technologies. 80%. 43% of businesses are set to reduce their workforce due to technology integration. Another displacement. So dalam sekarang ni 30%. 2025 might be an increase of 13%. So 43%. Okay. 78% expect some negative impact on worker productivity. And nearly 50% of workers set to remain in their roles will need reskilling for their core skills in the next 5 years. Every employees need to be data literate. We cannot deny this anymore. So all of you here have already taken that huge step. All the TS, thesis, technical people here. Only then will everybody speak the same language and there will be no silos within the organization. What do you mean by silo? Satu organization ada 10 department. 2 department je buat data analytics. Yang lain buat benda lain. So it's difficult. 2 orang ni tiba-tiba meninggal. Nak tunggu kena hire another 2 or outsource, duit lagi, time lagi. So what if everyone is data literate? Everyone is data literate. So everyone speaks the same language. Okay, so it's not just about putting in place infrastructure. It must be understood by everybody, including the board and the C-suites. So everyone in the organization must be data literate. Okay, alright. Apa Laksamana? We will revisit Laksamana. Okay. Panjang tu, mesti kita cerita panjang tu. Okay. Big data. Okay. What is it and how it works? Okay. So before I proceed, okay, let's do some knowledge sharing since we have many tech people here. I think all of you. Okay. Share with us in the chat box. What is big data? Use the easiest term, the easiest words you can use. What is big data? Siapa boleh? Can share with us before I go into all this. Siapa ni? Data lake. Oh, Muhammad Nur Hafiz, data lake. Oh, first time I dengar. Data lake. What is data lake? Anybody pernah dengar the term data lake? I like this. this something digital field, online data, Muhammad Azri, Richard Young, digital field. Oh, ini kalah ni. Very good ni. The online data apa lagi? The trending, okay, AI and IoT, the trending approach of the future. Please elaborate. Okay, data warehouse, collection of data, ample of data. TS Nur, Varman, thank you. Collection of the data warehouse. Syahri, yeah, this one I've heard many times. Data warehouse, yes, data warehouse. Okay, right. Lots of data. Thank you, Nisantini. You read my mind. Big data, lots of data. The layman's term, paling layman pernah I dapat. Lots of data, correct. Ample of data. Betul sama juga dengan TS Nur. Raw pool of data, TS Nur Hafiz, thank you. More than 1,000 rows of info in Excel file. Yes, yeah, thank you. Here, collection of data that is huge in size and growing exponentially with time. Thank you. You know, even NonTech can understand that he did. Thank you so much. Huge data, Irna, betul. Cloud data, KW time, correct. TS Nur Amira, we can manipulate the data to useful information. Ooh, TS Nur, okay, all right. Good. Thank you so much for the feedback. Okay, let's thanks so much for the insightful feedback. Again, no right or wrong here. We are all the generation of learning constantly. We are always learning. Okay. So before we understand further about big data, I'm sure all of you do. Let's see how it fits in the IR 4.0. Okay. So the role of big data BDA in the fourth industrial revolution. You tengok dalam this IR 4.0. We have physical, digital, biological convergence. Physical kita ada autonomous vehicle, advanced robotics. Biological kita ada bioprinting, genetics, and digital we have augmented reality, cloud computing, blockchain, big data belongs here. Okay, right. So what is it and why is it important? Okay. So what is big data? Banyak orang dah jawab, raw pool of data, data warehouse, semua, massive data sets that cannot be stored, processed or analyzed using traditional tools. Okay, so how many data sources? Largest sources of data are social media and platform and network. Okay, how many data sources? Let's use Facebook as an example. It generates more than 500 terabytes of data every day. This data includes pictures, videos, messages, and more. No voice? Can everybody, okay, can anybody hear me? Everyone okay? Give a thumbs up if you can hear me because KW Time cannot hear me. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, Puan Lubna. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. Okay, I proceed. KW Time, perhaps you can reset your Teams ke? Okay, all right. So moving on. So what are the types of data formatting? Structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Thank you, TS Najib. Okay. What are the types of data formatting? For example, in a regular Excel sheet, like Suya mentioned just now, Excel sheet data is classified as structured data with a definite format. Okay, Excel is very definite. Thank you, Siti Asma. Okay. Data is classified as structured data for Excel. Okay. In contrast, emails fall under semi-structured because you can it's semi-structured and your pictures and videos fall under unstructured data. All this combined makes up big data. So that's the formatting. So why big data is important? Okay, big data has a lot of potential. Your decisions about you can use big data to get valuable insights that this data provide for making marketing decisions. This is we're talking about business. We're not talking about technology. I'm sure all of you are very aware of the tech behind this. Okay, but for me as business user, okay, we can use valuable insight for making marketing decisions about our product and brand. Brands that are utilizing BD have the ability to make faster and more informed business decisions. Using all the information you have for your customers, you can make your product more customer oriented and create the content that your customer wants daripada buat produk yang ikut suka you. Okay, and your business fail because no one wants to buy your product or use your product. Okay. All right. You can also make your product more customer centric and create the content that your customer wants or personalize their journey. So sama juga when you a content writer, you produce in YouTube. Okay, if you are not going with what the customer wants, you won't get views. Okay, making decisions when you have all the information you need is easier, right? Okay? So when we have all the right data for you to make decision, isn't it easier rather than make decision blindly, informatively, can? Okay, right? So to give you an example, in my opinion, just think of how useful big data is in medical research. When used to identify how dangerous it could be to contract certain illnesses, depending on some personal medical information, or knowing how some diseases should be treated. Okay, this is only one example of the use of big data, but it is one of the most important ones in medical. So banyak breakthrough in medical. I wouldn't understand the technology, the technical aspect behind it, but that's what we've learned. Okay, all right. So what does it mean to be data driven? Okay, this is something that we are very fond of here. Okay, all right. A data driven organization is one that effectively and consistently use data in their decision making process across every level of the organization. Okay, it means driving change, innovating new products, delighting customers, and improving employee productivity through the power of data. Okay, the issue with today's business adalah masalah business sekarang ni, before they thinking about transformation adalah they get the technology first. They get the technology first. They expect the employees to use it. They expect the employees to know how to use it instead of getting the right talent, train the right talent, upskill their talent to be ready to utilize the technology at its maximum. Okay, so bila benda ni jadi, when you have the technology first and you don't have the people to do it, that's where financial losses and time, more importantly time, happen. So that's where sometimes 60 to 85% of digital transformation fail. Tapi bukan of technology, because of lack of data literacy skills implementing them. Okay, so to be sustainable, invest in data literacy for talents that can help contribute to meeting your company's vision and to utilize the technology that you have. So you have to have talents. Okay, all right. So what happens when you don't have data analysts, data engineers and data scientists to look into your data? So your tons of data, millions of data, become useless data. So that's why ada Clive Humby selalu cakap data is gold. Data is your goal actually. So but you're not using it. So from apa panggil, the right training, from the right learning, from the right skills, you can turn a bunch of coals, like your data tu daripada arang dia boleh jadi gold. Okay, right? Okay. So I'm not going to use case study yang berat-berat ke apa. I like this because this is something that we use every day. Who doesn't use Netflix? I'm sure ada lah juga, but majority we use Netflix, okay, to enjoy our TV kan. Okay, so Netflix, how they use big data to drive big engagement. Okay, so this is something I am very fond of, So one of the best ways to explain the benefits of data science to people who don't quite grasp the industry, macam I ni dulu, is by using Netflix focus example. But okay, so what is Netflix sebenarnya? So Netflix now is the largest internet television network in the world. Okay, they are a customer focused and data driven business actually. They were founded in 1997 just as a DVD company. 1997. I think DVD died bila? Dalam 2005 to 2006. So they had to make a transformation in order to survive. Now they have more than 53 million members, 53 million subscribers. I think the monthly fee that we pay for Netflix berapa? RM60 kan? So can you imagine 53 million times RM60? Can you imagine that? Okay, and they cover 50 countries in the world. That's Netflix. So to me, this is the case study that I find to be very interesting and something that we see every day. Okay, right? Okay. So how does Netflix use big data? Okay, so for me, especially someone who is not as hebat macam TS and TC today, at least I understand how it works. So for example, kita tengok Star Wars movie. So dalam Star Wars movie tu siapa berlakon? Harrison Ford. Who else? Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, semua tu kan. Darth Vader kan. Tak semestinya pelakon maybe Darth Vader. So from data, Netflix akan recommend further either Harrison Ford movies or Star Wars movies, ataupun ada Star Wars movie mungkin Star Wars Part 2, Star Wars Part 3, or ada sci-fi movie. So it works, it recommends based on our behavior. So that's why we notice when we watch Netflix, suddenly we already get other recommendation that is similar to what we've watched previously. Okay, so that is the usage of data science there. Then more interestingly, that I found out recently that they create new shows, movies based on users' behavior and needs. So that's why the new shows that they produce always have traction, always have people watching, always have people subscribing more, because they are creating shows that people want to watch. So they use data insights to do that. Okay. All right. So penat cakap sikit. So let me take a break for a while for 2 minutes. So let's tune in this video on how Netflix use big data to derive their success. So that's a very interesting phrase there. Okay, and analytics is the fuel of ni kan. Okay, see, from TS Muhammad Najib, Netflix can reanalyze customer minds. Yes, yes, definitely. So from the video, we know the company's most watched shows are generated from recommendations, and equal to what TS Najib said, which in turn foster consumer engagement and loyalty, because you know that this platform will always produce things that you want. So you won't move to other platforms. So you create loyalty there. And this is why the company is constantly working on its recommendation engine. So they will memang invest a lot on that. Okay. So in shows you might like, yes, yes. TS Nur Amira, we get this all the time, kan? Shows you might like. Okay. I tak faham. I don't like Hindustan, but sometimes I get baru, okay, I like Kabi Kushi Kabi Gam lah. I like Kabi Kushi Kabi Gam. Then suddenly my shows you might like semua keluar, Tamil, Hindustan semua, although I only like Kabi Kushi Kabi Gam. So that can be inaccurate juga lah, but from the behavior, the algorithm says that I watch Hindustan, so I might like Hindustan movie. I'm not saying they're 100% accurate. Since you watch Triple IX, you might like, betul, correct, yes, no, Amira. Okay, so this is deep. I think we have a lot of avid Netflix users here. So in summary, data scientists are companies' secret weapons when it comes to understanding customer behavior and leveraging it to drive conversion, loyalty, and profits. Okay, and especially macam Netflix ni, creative freedom is all about for their employees. It's all about creative freedom. It's all about, so millennials love it. Our generation, the future generation love it. This is the kind of environment that they will thrive. The environment now, the employees now, it's all about creativity. So when they are with someone yang limits that, they will leave. Okay, so Netflix is one example of a very good organization for millennials. Okay, all right, here from TS Dewi Kasum, FB and Instagram too. Yes, Google pun sama. Okay, everybody is really investing on their data-driven recommendation engine nowadays. Okay. All right. So that's very interesting for Netflix, something that we see every day. So it's good to also know how they work. Okay. All right. So let's move on to talk about building career in data science. Okay, so let's move on to this quickly. Okay, here I think this is very clear, and it's not my analysis again, not CADS analysis. It's from Gartner actually. So the Gartner Analytic Value Escalator describe the different types of business analytics: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive, as well as their impact on corporate value. Okay. Hi, can have link for attendance. Okay, Muhammad Hafiz, nanti my colleague Suyan akan tolong. Okay, so from here it's very clear that the more difficulty the job is, the higher the value. So selalunya descriptive analytics all about what happened, the data that concerns what happened usually starts as associate junior. So the salary range between 3 to 6K as a start. That is high, concerning our country kan, that is high. Okay, and then moving on a little bit, one step difficult is diagnostic analytic. So why did it happen? So you need some more experience and skills to do this. So these are the specialist and senior level that can command between 8 to 12K salary. Okay, what will happen? Predictive analytics. Okay, these are the leads, the managers, so they can command up to 25K salary from Gartner analysis. And how can we make it happen? After all that, how can we make it happen? That is the prescriptive analytics, and usually handled by principal lead, expert, and chief data, and they can command up to 80,000 salary. So this is value escalator that we are talking about. Okay, you equip yourself with the right skill, with the right talent, then you escalate your value in the job market. Okay, especially in a market where data science job is thriving right now, is sought after, is an utmost importance right now. Okay, all right. So if we can share, okay, I like to interact one more time. What is the standard starting salary nowadays for normal jobs? For example, when you graduate, what was if you are not a data scientist? For example, you HR lah. Uh, how much is the starting salary for a newly grad employee? How much? Okay, I think our minimum income is 1,008 minimum pay. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. If I have the audience can correct me if I'm wrong. 2,008 Muhammad Hidayah, thank you. Architecture pun 2,000. Wow, TS Dewi. 2,000? All that training and 2,000? My goodness. Minimum wage 155k. Thank you Hidayah. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. Varman, Ravi Varman, 2,500. What kind of job is that? 2,500 starting. I think HR pun about that one. Hello Nadir, thank you for coming. Okay. Oh, okay. So Nadir, okay, Nadir baru masuk. Okay. Right? What else? I think kalau 2,500 salary yang baik buat food panda ke. Oh, okay. Richard Yong, 2,500 as grad engineer. I can see a laughing a laughing punya icon there. Oh, system analyst. Correct. TS Noamira. System analyst 3,200. Correct. Yes. Depend on work industry. Betul. Muhammad Nur Hafiz. Correct. Yeah, depend on work industry juga. Sometimes company pun depend on company. Sometimes if you start your journey HR dekat GLC, you might start at 3K. Betul juga. But imagine you data scientist ataupun data analyst, you start the general starting salary is 3,000. Imagine if you are in the right industry and if you are in the right company. So it can be like 5,000, 6,000 starting. From Muhammad Nur Hafiz, automation vendor also, RM30, 3,200. Yes, automation vendor. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, this is honestly the most interaction I have in my experience doing talk with CADS. All right, moving on. Okay, so the fastest growing roles are largely digital in nature. As you can see in the last from 2013 to 2017, data scientist punya increase rate adalah 15 kali ganda. Full stack engineer 9 and drive test engineer 4 and content writer 3 times. So there is 650% increase in data science jobs since 2012. What else can we say? The data is there, the analysis is there, the proof is there that this is the job that is sought after. Okay, right? So data scientist appears to be the top of LinkedIn's report, the most promising jobs of 2019. But what is the problem? Data science related jobs takes longer to fill. What does it mean? What does it mean? Why does it take longer to fill? Because we have plenty of demands, but we have limited supplies. We have 700, for example, 70,000 in Philippines alone. 70,000 last year, 70,000 jobs in data, but they only have like less than 10,000 people to fill up their jobs. So they had to look elsewhere, look outside the country. Dah rugi kat situ for the people in Philippines. Requires high skill. Muhammad Hidayah, thank you so much. Okay, right? So that is the one of the main issues. So we don't have the enough supply to cater to the demands of the job market right now for data scientists. Okay, so what does it take? Okay, this is not technical in any way in my aspects. It's purely HR, purely talent, purely business. What does it take to be a data professional? Okay, so you have to have a combination of both actually, of your soft skill and hard skill. I think many of us going to agree with this because this is what we've seen every day in the industry. Okay, you have to be a subject matter experts who are data literate. You can no longer be an HR manager without data literacy skills. You can never be an engineer without data literacy skill. You have to have combination of both. For example, we have people who are very good at technical, dia subject matter expert in data and technical skill, tapi they seems to be unable to present it clearly and amicably to the people, okay, to the bosses, to the managers, so that's why you have to have soft skills like storytelling. You have to have soft skill like communication. Okay, semua ni penting, a combination of both for you to be a data professional. You can have this combination of both. Okay. For example, our module yang I think most of you know, data storytelling. What does it do? It helps technical data professional to present their data using the right visual, using the right words, using the right communication to make people understand. Because not everyone is data literate. Selagi kita dalam this transitional period, we have to have this skill. The data listening for C-suite level, for C-suite, especially yang dah lama in the industry, they need to learn how to also listen to the data presented by their employees, by their data scientists. So it goes both ways. It goes on every level, from the level in the bottom to the level upstairs. So kena ada all these skills. Okay, from Adwa Shakir bin Syahbudin, limited knowledge from hiring manager regarding data engineering. That is also a factor as well. We can no longer ada HR sahaja in the interview session. It has to be HR panel dengan data panel, engineer panel kena ada. Yes, it cannot be relying on papers and pen, CV, tengok betul panggil interview. It's not betul. Apa tu Adwa Syakir, correct. Okay. Alright. So there are 4 methods to acquire data science skills. Sometimes people, I'm sure not all of you, but sometimes maybe you can share this with your people who are looking into acquiring data science skills. There are many methods. That doesn't mean you have to go back to college and do it all over again. No, you can earn data science degree. That's one lah. Okay, choosing the right university, getting into academic program, or you can actually get data science work within your company. Volunteer, learn, upskill yourself through data science adjacent job, and seeking mentoring session from the data experts. You can do that. And going through bootcamp, upskilling, training, okay, 8 to 15 weeks in intensive courses that like we are also offering, and learn the skills and involve in the real data project and establish network. Get in touch with the data experts, and more easily also self-learning. Okay, self-learning through data science books or online courses, or even our CADS AI platform. Okay. All right, so this is our data literacy learning path that we are currently offering for everyone who wants to reskill or upskill themselves. Okay, for non-technical, we can start with EDP. Okay, as you can see, EDP is very simple: Excel analytics, data visualization. So this what can help non-tech people to properly present their data. And capstone. Capstone is something that is like a workshop after the end of the training that you get real life experience of applying what you've learned during the training. So as you can see here, we have 7 days training, we have 17 days training, we have 10 days training, we have 22 days, we have 12 days. Okay, but we also have a full course. All these are full course. We also have modular. Contohnya macam for example all of you, okay, contohnya TS Wong, TS Dewi. Okay, I already have intro, I have Python already, I have SQL, I just need descriptive analytics. So we also offer modular courses that you can take by subject, by one module saja. Also we are very flexible in that. Okay, we also have, for example, yang people who doesn't have time or many days to commit to a full course, we also have hybrid model. Okay, hybrid model meaning that you don't spend too much on online learning, but you do self-learning banyak. So you can cut days. For example, macam EDP from 7 days, you can finish it within 3 or 4 days. For ADA, you can finish within 8 to 9 days. Okay, so that is hybrid mode where you can learn and also do self-learning. Okay, right? So we also have partners for your information. CADS, in the last 2 or 3 years, we are partnering with many universities through KPT grants. So if you have people, cousins, family members, friends, we do have KPT grants to utilize through universities. And our platform CADS AI can help open the door for you to gain skills and jobs and talent discovery. So for companies, join our CADS AI, then you can discover talents, ready-made talent, senang, tak payah cari dekat job street ke apa. And for graduates in the audience today ataupun yang dah kerja and you want to find a better job prospect outside your current company, you can also get in touch with the industry players in our platform as well. Okay, all right. So okay, just I would like to share further about our Rubik platform. If you would like to register and enjoy our platform offers this, okay, how much does it cost to masuk Rubik ni? Free. Masuk je, then you can start experience our platform, where from our platformnya Rubik ni, you can know your skill, strength, and where you need to go, get personalized learning path, get matched automatically with your dream job, like I mentioned just now, access to close community and activities. You just have to visit dekat kita punya address there, thecads.com/Rubik. Okay, and dekat ni, my colleague Sukian pun dah share dekat dalam the chat. You can always just click the link. All right, so that is the end of my session for today. So in essence, join and get on board and experience our CADS AI platform to enjoy all the benefits and features mentioned earlier. Okay, that's the end. I just want to share a little bit juga. Okay, so expand your data literacy skill. Visit CADS AI. Okay, siapa yang nak reskill or get more new skill, you can go through the CADS AI here. Okay, and we also have siapa yang baru graduate and tak dapat kerja lagi, companies aggressively hiring data literate talents. You can apply the data star program under our cads.com data star. Everything you can get from the chat just now. TS then we get project interesting, yes, of course. And to get recognized as the top 25 data scientists in ASEAN, you also can go to www.thecads.com summarize. This is to nominate yourself or your friend to get the 25 CADS Sunrise Award to be recognized. You know, you can nominate anyone from your organization, from your university ke apa ke, or even yourself to be acknowledged as 25 CADS Sunrise to get recognized as the top 25 data scientists in ASEAN. Okay, thank you so much for the time spent with me today, despite all of your busy schedule. Thank you so much. If you have any question or would like to discuss on the subject matter today, kindly unmute and ask away, or you can drop a text in the chat box. Okay, before I give back to moderator, okay, I think I want to I'll try my best to answer Laksamanan punya soalan tadi. Okay, so if you find my explanation tak cukup, if you have the knowledge, you can share with me. So a cybersecurity threat is a malicious act that seeks to damage data, steal data, or disrupt digital life in general. Cyber threats include computer virus, data breaches, denial of service attacks, and other attack vectors. So how do we protect yourself against cybercrime? Banyaklah. We have we protect ourselves from malware attack, antivirus, keep software and operating system updated, use strong passwords, never open attachment in spam email. Selalu kita buat benda ni. Alright, and then do not click on links in spam email or a trusted website. Do not give out personal information unless secure, and contact companies directly about suspicious requests. You know, there's a lot of scams sekarang ni kan. Sometimes it looks so legitimate. Sampai kita boleh senang orang sepandai-pandai mana pun, we can also get cheated. Be mindful of which website you will visit and keep an eye on your bank statement. So Laksamanan will be more than happy if you can share your knowledge on this. Laksamanan, are you still there? Does that answer your question?
Yeah. I got you, and I understood what you were saying.
Thank you, Laksamanan.
But it should be, I think, more inclined to kind of what they call robbery kind of a thing, you know, penetration by unauthorized people. That should be cybercrime, I suppose.
Cybercrime, yes. Thank you, Laksamanan. Okay, right. So if you don't have questions now, segan-segan malu-malu nak tanya ke, you can ask me later. Please email your questions to me or my colleague Sukian at our email addresses. And more importantly, before I end this, I am all about building relationships and partnerships. So I am looking forward to have a chat with you via call or via coffee. And I like to eat. So we can eat and talk and brainstorm and create business partnership, you know. So we can exchange knowledge and ideas further. All right, Ahmad Noraini, of course, you're welcome. I'm more than happy to share, and I'm more than happy to have coffee or roti canai or roti pisang. Okay, so if you want my phone number, you can text me, you can email me directly. So hopefully my email will have a lot of spamming today. All right, Assalamualaikum. Thank you, the audience. You have been great. I love it. I hope we can get together again. I hope I can have the opportunity to present again in the future. Assalamualaikum and salam Ramadan. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nezriq, for your sharing today and for entertaining questions from our participants. For everyone's information, we are having more sessions with CADS in the future, inshallah. So stay tuned with us. We're going to explore more on data literacy. So follow our Facebook, our Instagram at myraf_my, and our Facebook is Malaysian Research and Education Foundation. If there is no other questions, we should wrap up the session.